Pooter. Okay, Pooter, thank you.
That procedure is not recommended.
But that was only if it lasted for 4 hours.
Yeah. No, that's when you call a doc. And then you get a thank you. Congratulations. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we're live. Thank you. Because this is the greatest way you could possibly introduce this particular stream. So, hi, lords and ladies in fate. Excuse me. Didn't even get a chance to properly clear my throat and introduce myself, this channel, and all our wonderful players to you. Welcome. You have once again found yourself back to the only Twitch tabletop stream that allows you, the viewer, to impact the festivities that you see on your screens. In order to do so, you must earn fate chips, which you earn just by watching. You can also earn them by following, hosting, subscribing, or even just engaging in the chat. Use those fate chips to heal your favorite players, summon in a custom item, or make our players say silly things. You can even force our adventurers into random encounters. However, tonight we are back to episode 2 of the unofficial RWBY TTRPG, aka Lords and Ladies of Fate presents the Fabled campaign. Welcome back to the world of Remnant, everybody. Today we have we have one fewer player joining us tonight, unless they decide to join in a little bit later. Please hold for the technical difficulties because someone sent us to f***ing together mode.
Oh, sorry.
We're doing great so far. I'm really proud of us.
Well, I thought that was just for me. Okay.
No. It does it to everybody, and it now seems I have exited out of Roll20. We are just off to the typical Lords and Ladies of Fate start. So, guys, welcome back. Today we are joined by 3 out of our 4 huntsmen, unless the final one hopefully wakes up. I'm guessing and joins us. So today we are joined by first Merc Puppy playing the part of Jack Black.
Hello.
We are currently missing our wonderful TV Trash, who typically does play the part of Aqua Tofana, or excuse me, Pearl Featherly. I will continue to mess that up. I see it coming. We have Felix Feltfinger playing the part of Jiminy Henson.
Right at you, guys.
Yeah. And finally, VG Mermaid actually playing the part of Aqua Tofana. Hi. So, welcome back, everyone.
Too much in it.
So, last week, where we left off, our team of solo huntsmen all found themselves in this situation where this small town that they have all found themselves located back into has recently suffered a grim attack, but luckily these 4 huntsmen were there to save the day and prevent any further damage that may have happened to this little town. But that is where we pick up. The last Beowulf, if I recall correctly, had just been dusted, and we now rejoin our heroes. Pardon me again. So, who would like to start us off? Who would like to start the introductions?
All right, don't everyone go at once.
Yeah.
I guess I'll start us off. I realize I'm missing some cards that I put in a few Grim, so I'd like to start collecting them.
Okay. So in which case, we'll say that's easy enough. That Borbatuski we're shooting at wasn't doing a whole lot of moving. after you dropped them. So you do return back to where you had dropped them. After it dusted, those cards did fall to the ground, and they're pretty easy to find in the snow. So go ahead and reset your capacity back up to its full potential.
All right.
But as you're doing so, the bartender of this tavern, and chat, if you would like to name the bartender, the proprietor of this particular tavern, and if you'd like to also name the tavern, we're certainly accepting the applications. But he's an older gentleman, a little bit got some hair around the sides, all jet black, but missing that big old top spot up here. And he goes, he just comes out. Oh, thank God you guys were here. Are you all a team? It's so fortunate that you guys were here.
Oh, I'm looking at these guys with the face of, well, who are you?
Oh,
I just wiped these guys. I just wiped this Grim. I'm looking forward to. Well, it's good that I'm so glad that you are appreciative of my efforts here to take down this, and I wave at vaguely where the Grim used to be, and it's like, and I'm kind of thirsty if you want to show your gratitude in a
yes,
tangible way.
absolutely. Anything for the heroes of Kurayuri. And he kind of waves you into to the bar, like just kind of trying to just push you on in there. And then he motions to the remaining huntsmen. He turns to Aqua, Jack Black, and Pearl Featherly, and it's just like, would you like to come in for something to eat and some perhaps some drinks, all on the house, of course.
I would love to accept a free meal and drinks, but before I do, I got a guy who's strung up in a tree like a freaking bloody pinata. I'm gonna take care of that guy first, if you don't mind.
Oh, absolutely. And he actually goes to assist you, but the others, please, come in.
I'm in for booze. Let's go.
And Pearl goes to answer, but seems in the scuffle with the Grim, they took a little hit to their upper chest, and currently find themselves not being able to talk. After a few attempts to do so, they just go and nod their head at the barkeep, and put their hand reassuringly on Aqua Tofana's shoulder, and follows Aqua into the tavern. So, barkeep's still outside. The actual inside of the tavern, you've got a few people there. It's pretty early in the evening at this point. It's about we'll say about 6:30, give or take. So the the dinner crowd has passed in, although a few they're still kind of picking themselves up off the floor, because they heard all the commotion outside. These guys hid. They certainly weren't the brave huntsmen who were luckily there to save all their hides. But when you guys walk in, the first person that notices that you guys look a lot different than the rest of the townsfolk, they're pretty quick to be able to surmise, oh, these must be huntsmen, and they start the slow applause as the rest of the patrons come to their feet, all join in this uproarious applause, and they all go to raise their glasses to you, and the barmaid comes out from behind the bar with 4 very tall mugs what looks to be ale. They they're of the golden color. They have a nice frothy head at the top, and she goes to hand them all to you, or just presents the tray to you guys to pick them up off. So do you accept?
Yeah, I'm gonna take all 4. I don't know what you guys are drinking.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's before we even get to them. It's like, phew.
So
I as well take one.
well, let's address that in order, because Aqua had to go and take 4.
Roll for initiative.
So yes, roll for initiative. No, I'm kidding. How I'm gonna play this is if let's say Aqua, why don't you go ahead and roll me 2d10 with just your strength attached to it, and we'll see how that works out for you. See if you're able to bogart all the beer.
Did it even make it off the tray? That's what I want to know. It comes in a handy serving container, a carrying case.
Ooh, good one. So Jack goes to reach in, but feels his hand smacked away rapidly. As from his right, this hand just comes in out of nowhere, and manages to get her fingers through all 4 handles of all 4 of the beer mugs, and just goes, "Well, these are for me." And thank you, Beach. And just transfers one of those mugs from one hand to the other, and starts, tilting back up. At this, the barmaid's like, well, I suppose we're a little bit more thirsty after fighting today, and goes back behind the bar, pulling out another 3.
No. 4, please.
Oh, okay. I'm so
thirsty
sorry.
too.
And so she pulls out 4 mugs. However, she also goes to reach in under the bar and pulls out a rather large growler, because she's already playing 4D chess. She's like, these guys are gonna drink us dry.
Damn right we are.
So she goes to go ahead and fills all the 4 mugs first, places them on her serving tray, and goes to fill, start to fill on the growler, picking up the tray and bringing it over to, admittedly, the only open table that is currently there, at least for this with enough seats for this group of people. And she motions all of you to follow her over to the table. So do you guys all follow?
Yeah, I'll go.
Might as well.
Yeah, I'll help her with the growler and move on over there.
Okay.
Now I know, get to the drinks first. That's the rule now.
So Aqua, with no issue at all, 1 beer mug in one hand, 3 in the other, just kind of shuffles into what is now her seat, and then Pearl Featherly right next to her. Travis and Felix, you're going to take the other side of the table and sit side by side as the waitress goes to retrieve the growler, and realizing that it's gone, and turns around, looks at the table, and Felix already has it there, and he just kind of and boom.
Yeah.
And
if I were smaller, I'd take a bath in it right now.
Oh, well, maybe if you return later at night, we may offer some of those services, but we try not to speak about them too loudly. So she does go back to the bar, reaches back just over top of the bar, pulls out what look to be a few menus, place them in front of you, be like, let's see, I'm sorry, chat, I have not named, as Mr. Weeble said, that all of this is going to be on the house, so here's our house specialties, and here's our traditional menu with our daily offerings, please feel free to pick one entree off there. Of course, again, free of charge.
Aqua's gonna look at Merc and quietly just say free.
And Pearl looks over at you, Aqua, and goes,
I was wondering how this is going to work without Pearl's voice.
So you're going through this menu. There's a lot of your standard fare on there. This is a tavern, so you can expect kind of tavern fare on there. The current today's special is actually some Elysian cod that has been brought in fresh. Don't ask me how they do that without it, going bad before it gets to you. But it is there. Which is prepared with a nice little Parmesan bread crust, and they're very, very proud of it. Sounds disgusting, shouldn't work, but they're pretty proud of it. Everyone there seems to like it. It's weird. But yeah, so the waitress comes back around. Do you guys know what you would like to eat?
You got any soup?
Oh yes, we have our soup of the day. It's actually a little bit of a sweet and savory, and we're gonna go a little meta here. It would be equivalent to sweet and sour soup.
I'll have one of those, please, with bread.
All right. She turns and looks at Aqua Tofana, and for you,
One of everything.
one of everything. Okay, so I believe we can accommodate that in Mr. Weeble's request for just one entree each. I'm not going to speak too loudly, but there has been some rough times around here. And then she turns to you, Merc, or not Merc. I'm sorry, Felix.
Yes, I'll order twice, please.
Or Felix, one of us. Is it because we all look alike to you?
Yes.
Is that it? Okay.
It is.
I mean, people from Iowa just kind of get the nondescript.
Hey, audience.
So would I know that the chef happens to be? Oh, now I forgot the chef's name.
Well, the proprietor of the establishment is you currently know as Mr. Weebles. That's what the barmaid has referred to him as.
Oh, okay.
It's Dr. Weebles.
Esquire.
Beach.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I didn't know if he had a cook back there named Sykes, because he seems to be just shooting out some fancy dishes today. I'm kind of looking at my companion here, and I'm gonna just I'm gonna stick with the bread.
Oh.
I think I don't need an entree.
Oh.
I think I'm good. I'm sure it's all wonderful. I can see like your entire menu over here showing up, but I'm gonna abstain.
Very well. Well,
But the bread's wonderful. Thank you.
Should you change your mind, we'll absolutely bring you out a basket of freshly baked bread. It's also very popular around here. But if should you change your mind, please feel free to let me know. And then she's going to turn to Pearl Featherley and go for you. And Pearl just goes, and she just, they just point to what looks to be a nice chicken salad off the menu. And she goes, "Oh, but I'm so sorry about that. I hope that wasn't from keeping all of us safe, but I do hope you get better." And she scribbles down the last bit of that order. And if that'll be all for now, I'll go ahead and get this in. And she saunters off to go submit your meal order to the chef. So as you guys are sitting there, you're kind of just not really doing a whole lot of talking. Pearl kind of just looks at you guys and slams her fist on the table and goes,
I'm just
What do
watching.
you want me to say?
I'm just watching Aqua not even stop to breathe or talk while the food's just going in there.
Food hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, I thought it was. Now she's taking my bread.
No, that's me.
I'm just sucking down booze, watching them look at each other.
So, as you guys are doing so, the barmaid does come out a few minutes later, and has two armfuls of food, and it seems maybe Pearl Featherly might get their voice back tonight.
I'm so sorry.
I think it was the drink. She had a drink, and boom.
So
It's a miracle.
So, Pearl, since you and I'm gonna ask you to just roll with this. The barmaid is asking you for your order. To now, you haven't been able to speak, but you're gonna give it another try.
Chardonnay, obviously.
Oh,
Where were we?
So you have been all served large, tall ales, but she's gonna go, oh, of course I should have brought you some wine. But before I go get that for you, is there anything that you would like to eat? So just to catch you up there, Taves, think standard tavern or pub fare. You got the rough idea.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is on the house.
Uh-huh. Oh, more importantly, everything's on. Okay, yeah, I won't retrofit that one because there was a reason everything's on the house. But Tavy's here now.
Okay, I really want to clarify. I'm so sorry that I'm late. I didn't realize that the clocks went back.
Oh,
so to
that
me,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Like savings.
Oh, not anymore, man. We just vetoed that shit.
Right.
Like,
Current events. We just changed
so-
it.
What?
to me, it's like 1 a.m. only just, and for me, usually the stream starts at 1:30.
Right. I
Okay.
could have thought of that and probably said something.
No, it's okay. I
Aw.
should have checked. I just completely forgot. Amon sent me a message and he was like, "You okay?" And I'm like, I wonder what time it is in America right now. I was like,
Yep. So, but as I forget who said it, but yeah, we have one more time change where we're going to go back an hour, and allegedly that's going to be it for us for daylight saving. So fingers crossed, everybody. But yes, now that they are here, playing the part of Pearl Featherly, TV Trash. Welcome.
"Hi."
So, just to get you a little caught up there, Taves, the proprietor of this tavern that you guys now find yourselves in has invited you in for drinks and food on the house. So up to now, Aqua Tofana has you look over at her, which by the way, you two are seated next to each other. Merc and Felix are seated next to each other. But Aqua has 4 mugs in front of her. 2 of them are empty, and she's currently working on number 3. You do personally have a mug of ale in front of you, as do the other 2. The barmaid has just taken food orders for the other 3, but is now awaiting on what you would like to eat.
Me?
Mhm.
I'll just have Mediterranean salad.
Wow, I was really close. Good me. All right. So me as you ordered you a grilled chicken Caesar salad.
No, that sounds disgusting.
Well, okay, then I wasn't close. Fine.
This ain't the
look,
yellow.
This is easy trying to play for
Hey,
when you're not here, Dave.
I'm sorry. It's not my fault that
It's
like,
not our,
When a woman-
my
it is absolutely not your fault that our time is stupid.
I mean, to be fair, no, it is my fault. I absolutely should have checked if daylight savings was going to happen because it does happen around this time of year. And last time I was on the ball, I was like, yes, I know daylight savings.
Water under the bridge.
All right. So, at this point, the barmaid does come out from the back, returning with two large serving platters of food. She is a tiny little thing, and you're not looking at her. You're not quite sure how she's doing this, but anyone who's worked in the food service before, you know, for whatever reason, you possess superhuman strength when it comes to carrying a whole order out. Because you're not going to make that trip a second time. The hell with that. And she sits down to the two serving trays on the table next to you and starts handing everyone their respective order. Of course, Aqua's does take a little bit more table space, but what they have done is they kind of just gave you a little bit of a sampling menu. So you know, for the burger, they gave you a slider as well as the chicken sandwich. You know, things of the like a small portion of fries, you know, baked potato. They hooked you up. You are hopefully not disappointed by the amount of food because they did have to use their biggest plate and a salad dish to achieve it.
Probably only
So
their
I'm,
third
like-
plate too. It's one of three.
So I'm like mouthful, like, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. If you guys need anything else, please feel free to give me a holler. I'd be happy to help you out a little bit more. On this, Mr. Weeble, as we currently know him, comes back in through the front door. He's got a dish rag in hand, but he's cleaning blood off of himself. And he comes over to the table and he's hey there, guys. Whose friend was the ship pilot?
Well, he and I shared a moment, and yeah, almost right until we hit the ground.
Oh, so I'm so sorry. I misunderstood. It seems that your friend there is gonna be just fine. He's pretty banged up, but we were able to rush him over to our little medical center, and Dr. Kravitz over there says, you know, while he may be in a coma for a day or two, he should come out of it looking, you know, quite fine. You know, say la vie. I'm glad that all you guys were here because, you know, not only did might that pilot have died, but things may have been a lot worse without all of you here. And trust me, myself, this town, thank all of you very much for being here for us. We and he pulls one of the available single chairs, pulls up to the table with you, and actually helps himself to the mug of beer that that it seems Pearl has no interest in, as they have a nice glass of I'm sorry, what was it, Chardonnay in front of you?
Yeah.
That they presently seem happy with. So Dr. Weebles, does, he kind of assumes, oh, this one's free. It's been a hard day at this point. Oh, guys, I can't begin to tell you how happy I am that all of you are here. As it happens, these grim attacks have been growing a lot more recently, and well, normally The town has a huntsman on hire who lives very nearby, but it seems that he's either being a little bit overwhelmed, and a few of them are getting through, but some of us fear something a little bit worse. But I shouldn't bore you with that. What brings all of you here to Kuryuri? We're only but a small town, and we hope to be something a little bit bigger someday. But what brings all of you here?
Food.
Oh well, we certainly have enough of that. And satisfied with that answer, he turns and looks at you, Pearl.
Pearl is suddenly incapable of speech again.
Oh, you must. I'm so sorry. You must have took a hard hit from one of those. I understand. And it's at this point the one of the bar patrons comes over, holding a tray of margaritas. As far as you can tell, just by visually identifying these drinks. And he goes, "Hey guys, I just wanted to show my appreciation." And he lays down a tray of 5 margaritas, presumably one for each person at the table. And it's not much, but it is what I can offer you guys. So I hope you enjoy. And he leaves and goes back to his table, back to his drinks.
I love how much we're drinking the day before St. Patrick's Day.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, it's on brand. We do have holiday episodes at Lords and Ladies of Fate.
Funny part is St. Patrick's Day already happened in the UK.
Oh, that's right.
I don't think the Valentine's Day Star Trek adventure will ever leave my memory. That one's just kind of laser ingrained in there.
Which was, I mean, wait till you see Arbor Day. That shit's gonna be lit.
What even is Arbor
It's
Day?
where all the ships come into the arbor.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
You guys have a day for that? Do ships only come to America on Arbor Day? Like,
yep. They sail all the way up the Mississippi over past the Tallahassee and straight into Des Moines, Iowa. And they anchor there just like they did in 1836.
That seems counterproductive.
Hey, these were...
So while that conversation's going on, I'm pulling the margaritas. Yeah,
you got some margaritas. Oh, we lost the margaritas. Shit. We just lost the margaritas.
Damn, we're talking about both. We're losing drinks.
So, Aqua, tell me, how is it that you are both a huntsman, but also not a huntsman?
Oh, I have the card, but I don't do the work.
What do you mean?
I went to school, I got the card, I kill Grim when I need to kill Grim.
But if you're so desperate for money...
I'm not desperate for money, I'm desperate for food.
Her being desperate for money would not be something you're currently privy to there.
Well, no, but, like, it's something... Okay, so, like, I'm not privy to, however, I would think that Feather, fucking Pearl, is someone who knows money and knows attitude towards money. And I think it's very obvious that this girl who is scavenging for food and is saying, I can't afford food, doesn't have money. I feel like that is something that Pearl will be able to put 2 and 2 together about. I do not think that's metagaming.
So to resolve this, let's see, Aqua, roll me a performance check, which is going to be 2d10 plus your endurance and will. Pearl, roll me a detection check, which is going to be the 2d10 plus your perception and discipline.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to repeat that again. My brain was not happening.
No problem. For you, it's going to be 2d10 plus perception and discipline.
So 2d10... Perception and discipline. So that's a 4 plus 2. That is 6. We can do basic maths. Yes, we can.
So, as far as you know, there, Pearl, Aqua is
Oh.
telling you the truth.
Okay, apologies. So, why do you choose to not be a huntsman then?
Gotta eat.
Or what do you do instead?
I live in the wilds. And I'm gonna like suck down a whole beer.
So, do you go glamping a lot then? Are you taking a year out?
Yeah, I can see we're not gonna have a lot in common.
No, I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, I go camping. I live outside.
No, glamping.
Yeah, no.
What's camping?
I'm gonna like take the margaritas and just double fist them back.
I lean towards Jiminy and ask and whisper, "Do you have any idea what glamping is?"
There was the two huntsmen that found me. They were a delightful couple. It was Cheryl and Geraldine, and they seemed to go glamping, but I was never brought along.
I see. I lean back and I just take one mug and sip it.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing that I just don't think we will know anything about. All I know is there was a lot of. I never knew you could get takeout in the woods. That was an interesting thing. That's what I
Oh
learned
no,
about
we
it.
just usually bring our chef with us. We don't get takeout when our family goes
Was it-
glamping.
You take a
Was it-
chef to the woods?
Yeah, Roland can go anywhere. That was Cheryl and Carol's personal chef.
Oh,
I've just
Akko can tell that like Merc's on the same wavelength and just kind of like leans her glass towards him while they're talking.
I left mine up and just gave you a slight nod.
so where did you school?
You still talking to me?
Oh, I'm talking to everyone. Sorry.
So like in
Um,
between shoving food in my face, I say shade and then just destroy a slider.
Actually, where the fuck did I school? 1 second. I went.
You never ask a question unless you're sure you want the answer.
Wait. I'm sorry.
Throw it on your character sheet.
It is. I went to. I can't remember. I just have here the bougie one.
Yeah.
But I doubt that's the name.
Sake of like if you're gonna make me make a judgment call here, I'm gonna say you went to Atlas.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure I went to like.
This isn't Jack talking.
The-
This is just me, the player talking. I think she said she went to Vale
Yes.
Yes.
or
Yes.
Beacon,
They did.
Yes.
Beacon Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to Beacon. All right. That's
Okay.
Good.
I went to Beacon.
And just a real quick touch point there, guys. If you have not already done so, everyone's aura did restore at the end of that battle. So if you haven't put yourself up to full aura, please go ahead and do so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think only one of us got hurt during that encounter.
Indeed.
That'd
But,
be me.
while only one of you, yeah, that's true. Only
Yeah.
one of you got hurt. As a matter of fact, Merc, I think you're the only one that didn't have any aura drain of some form. Because Tavi and Veej both used their semblances, which drained theirs.
Help, I'm a dude.
I was just saying, last time I was basically Batman.
Yeah, yeah, you.
Batman, you were yelling from a tree like a crazy person. Batman's a
As
bit of a
Batman
stretch.
does.
As Batman has been known
Batman
to do.
doesn't. Yeah.
Batman currently exists on Remnant.
Yeah.
Batman, more like the Joker. Like, literally standing in a tree.
When he's fighting Poison
waving your
Ivy.
arms. I mean, Poison Ivy is vibes. Poison
Meanwhile,
Ivy.
Yeah.
the tavern owner is just taking all this in.
Yeah.
I clear my throat to break all this Batman talk. Anyway, I went to Haven Academy, right here in Mistral.
How
A
quaint.
local boy.
Indeed.
Born and bred.
Yep. And I've never left.
Evidently.
Everyone at the table turns to look at you, Felix.
I'm gonna need Merc to tell me what school I was from. I think I'm only allowed to come from one. And you're the only person that writes this down.
I believe you went to Vale as well.
Yeah, I went to Vale with her.
With them.
Me?
Well, no, you didn't go to Vale, did you?
No, I didn't know.
Beacon Academy. It's in the Vale.
I went to Beacon.
Oh, in the
yeah.
Vale. Got it. Okay. Wait.
Yeah, Vale's like the continent or the kingdom, or I'm
Oops.
sorry, I failed with words, but Beacon
Things are
is
so
Vale.
different on the continent.
Yeah. So basically, which academy did I go to? You guys named
Beacon.
5.
Beacon.
Beacon. Okay.
Bacon Academy.
Like a beacon of light, I think.
Okay. Get it.
So Aqua's gonna flag the waitress over again because the mugs are empty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. And she comes over, clears the empties, puts them on her serving tray, and comes back, and goes and starts filling all the different mugs. It is going to take a minute or two.
Yeah, I'm getting increasingly uncomfortable with just the sheer gluttony going on. Yeah, it's
My dear.
well, no, I mean, I'm not saying that out loud. I'm just like, I don't know what to say in terms of like, I really want to kind of give you, well, I'll give you my best sort of like, what gives kind of look.
My dear, are you sure you're still thirsty?
So I'm gonna.
You just drank 15 cocktails that were meant to be shared communally.
Right. It was like 8. And
That's 8 is still not good.
so I'm gonna like suspiciously look up from my glass and be like, I don't glamp.
I'll lean over towards Dr.
It's okay if you're more of like a city person. That's understandable.
I lean to Dr. Weeb, was like, so you have like any vacancy in some inns? Because I know someone who's going to need someplace to crash.
Yeah. We do offer lodging here, and I certainly wouldn't mind parting with some of those for a highly discounted rate. And I'm sorry. That that one threw me off. Have any of you so y'all said where you're from and where y'all went to school, but I'm still kind of missing what brings all of you to town. Clearly, this one over here hasn't had a solid meal in what appears to be a few weeks. And he's going to turn to you, Merc. You were in here earlier, and he's going to kind of take this, inquisitive pose at you. You weren't doing so well with that vacuum and hold'em. Are you going to be okay, son?
Oh, have no worries. I'll win it back. Or I'll improvise. I'm pretty good at that.
Well, typically, getting it back at vacuum hold'em means you got something to buy in with, and it sounds like just maybe you could use a little bit of work.
Oh, it depends. What do you got?
Well, and he sits back to prose this to all of you. Well, guys, again, we're a relatively small town. So our huntsman board isn't exactly overflowing with work offers, but seeing just how the grim attacks are beginning to increase more and more, then it might be worth your while to see if there's any quick jobs on there that one or all of you might be able to achieve.
Hmm. And where might this board happen to be, if you don't mind me asking?
And he's like, "Well, I am glad that you asked. Admittedly, as nice as I'm being, the last few weeks in town have been rather scary, if you will, with all the recent attacks. But we have installed a new bounty board for you huntsmen, any that tend to pass through. It is right next to the mayor's house, which is at the center intersection of town. If you find the bridge that crosses the water, if you're moving to the south, it's a little bit below that. Basically, right behind this tavern. If I weren't feeling so damn long-winded.
Hmm. Oh, I might just have to go and take a look.
And he puts his hands in that little prayer, and he goes, I seriously hope all of you do, because well, we haven't heard from him in some time. Usually, he come the town's huntsman comes into town for supplies and food, water, fresh water, things alike. And we haven't seen or heard from him in a few days, and some of us are starting to get a little worried.
Hmm.
And at that, he's gonna push away from the table, replace the chair that he took from another table. You're like, well, guys, if again, if you need a place to rest overnight, please don't hesitate to ask. Again, I'll give it to you all at a highly discounted rate. But otherwise, I do have duties that I should likely tend to. And he's going to go ahead and retreat back behind the bar.
So Aqua's gonna look at Pearl and be like, he said discounted, not free. Can you help us out?
Yes. But we all have to go on that job.
So I'm gonna look at Merc and see how he's feeling.
I'm looking up, pondering the idea of having to work with 3 people I just met. And I'm just looking at all of you, just trying to size you up.
Merc, you're too in debt to care about who you're working with.
Oh, so real quick, I guess you guys should probably go around the table and introduce yourself. Oh, sorry, Meta. You should probably go around and introduce yourselves, because you don't currently know each other's names.
I'm sorry.
No, we have it stitched on our outfits like everybody as is the huntsman way. We just have a big label.
Sure, that little
number.
name tag that they give you on graduation day.
Yeah.
Hi.
Here to kill. Yeah. It says hi, here to kill.
I'm Feather. No, not Feather. I'm Pearl. I'm Pearl Featherly. Ugh. I'm sorry.
Well, which are you? Are you sorry or are you Pearl?
Oh, yeah.
I'm both. I have not had enough Red Bull yet to function, so I'm sorry.
I'm Aqua.
Wait. Hello, Aqua. I am Pearl Featherly. But it's not a big deal. I quickly move on. What's your name, little friend?
Very descriptive of who you're talking to.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, I was like, I was looking at
the two others at the table. One's adorned in black and red. The other one purple and gold. Which one is that directed to?
Yeah, I got abs. I'm the one with the abs.
I feel like this is a fantasy
Very
game. We all have abs.
Yeah. Oh, extra abs. I got abs for my abs.
Okay. You got biceps
Yeah.
on your biceps.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You got triceps.
They're
Very
actually
cut.
quadceps at this
Very
point.
cut.
Like you can like grate cheese on it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Even soft cheese. Even
Oh,
soft cheese
wow.
can be grated.
Okay.
But anyway, which still doesn't
I
get
guess
to
the little guy
um,
is directed at the
friend.
absolutely fucking ripped puppet man.
How did you know my aura? What is your deal? We weren't playing. I thought we weren't being meta here about our auras, but I guess not.
Well, no. Well, that would be your semblance you're
The
talking
semblance.
about, and
My Patronus.
yes. To correct Taves, he does not. He or I'm sorry. Jiminy does appear to be a typical faunus to you.
Oh. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. So no, I'm used to being called out like "Hey you" and "Itchy" and "Stop licking your genitals." I guess I hear it all. So I guess I'm gonna
I
roll
mean,
with it.
I don't think licking your genitals is a problem. I think if you need to do that, that's fantastic. Just not at the table.
Oh no, I'm saying that's the stereotype that people
No,
call out as they drive by in whatever contraption they do and throw empty growlers
That
of
is
ale
not
at you.
okay. That is not
No.
okay. They should
Oh
not
no,
be
I know.
doing that.
So I came here. Well, I'm. Well, yeah, I've been on my own for a while, and the one thing I did learn from Cheryl and Geraldine is that you gotta find somebody to work with, and to kind of not to be a stereotype, but a bit of a pack.
Okay, well, you can hang out with me and Aqua. Aqua and I are obviously besties, and
Oh
we are,
yeah, that shows
gonna
right there. I feel the chemistry there.
so much chemistry. Goodness, I cannot wait till we have a girls' day in the city. You and me. You're obviously a city girl.
Hard no.
She's playful.
That's it, period. Hard no.
Trevor laughs. Yeah, so the four of us on this little quest. That's lovely.
So I'm gonna
Delightful.
point at Merc and be like, who the fuck is this guy?
Who am I? I'm only the best friend you've always wanted. I'm the best trick to keep up your sleeve.
man's
I'm the
trick
last
in a
person you should ever cross. I take off my hat and bow. Jack Black, the pleasure is all yours.
Aqua's gonna finish the last drink on the table with like a hard eye roll.
So
That was my Chardonnay.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of throwing up tonight.
So I don't know if it's going to be useful for this session, but I'm going to alter rules just a little bit. Merc got a rule of cool for that one.
I wanted that, yes.
Oh, we know that. Like, you want to talk about particularly cringeworthy one-liners? I think that one takes the cake.
I've been working on that all week, to be honest.
All right, hold on. I was going to ask. Still, I'm super impressed. I'm still super impressed. I'm just sort of like, oh, I wish we would have just rolled off of your shoulder and down your arm, just tripping lightly off the tip of your fingers and into the room, filling the void that was our conversational playground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get a rule of cool for that crap, but no.
So,
I think Aqua should get real cool for drinking excessively.
And throwing up spectacularly. This has to be
Oh,
described.
we haven't gotten there yet.
Yes.
If Aqua does a trick shot with the
so
vomit.
tell you what, if you guys are asking for it, then you're gonna get it.
Yes.
Aqua. Let's see. How do I want to settle this? How many drinks would you say you've had so far? Let's see. It was 5 margaritas, 4 beers.
Yep.
8 margaritas as well. After that,
I think she took the Chardonnay as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just had the Chardonnay to roll my eyes.
we all know that wine and
Well,
mojitos famously.
oh
mix
yeah.
well.
I mean, Aqua's mixed all different varieties of liquors and beer. So,
But my stomach's never been fuller.
Grape,
we're
grape and grain.
okay.
Mix.
Nope. There's one that works for this. I'm gonna have you roll a resolve. So that's gonna be 2d10. Add your endurance and discipline, and it looks like you just got a skill bonus from the chat. You have Atlas to thank for that. So again, with your skill bonus, if you do not like the result of your roll, you can re-roll it.
All right, so what was it? Discipline and
Discipline
endurance?
and endurance.
Fuck. Do I like it?
You do not currently like it.
Oh,
I
all
think I'm
right.
gonna like it.
So, it's at this point, Pearl is starting to lecture Aqua on the better parts of restraint. When Aqua just starts to, she starts to her face starts to match the color of her hair. She's starting to turn just a little green. Well, Aqua, what do you want to do with this? You want to go somewhere and do something about it?
No.
Or are you going to be a soldier?
Oh, this is Mr. Creosote all over.
So I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree to do the job, and I'm gonna point across the table and be like, "You're all fucking doing it. I need this room now." So like, Pearl, get your fucking money. We're going to bed.
Okay. I get the money out of my purse, and I go to the person and I give them the money and I smile and I say thank you. Could we also?
I guess that means you guys will be staying with us tonight.
Yes. Could you also get us some painkillers, aspirin, a bucket?
Oh.
Um.
So, and if I got to speak a little meta here. So, with the exception of Pearl Featherly, everyone's flat broke. You have 0 Leanne. Pearl, you on the other hand, you presently have 500 on your person. Is it going to be all four of you guys staying tonight?
Yes.
Oh, very good. That's very exciting. So for the 4 of you, I said I'd do a special discount. That'll be 4 per person, or we'll make it. Make it a nice even number. That'll be 5 for each one of you if you all want your own individual rooms.
That would be marvelous. However, can I get a twin room with my friend Aqua over there? She doesn't seem well, and I feel like she's going to need someone to look after her.
Well, all right. That's absolutely fine. So that'll be 15 for the rooms, and for what sounds like someone having a bit of a rough night, I think another 5 Leanne ought to take care of it.
Of course. You know, I'd hate for something to happen to the room and you not be equipped to handle it. So.
Or
All
for
right.
something to happen to Aqua.
So he reaches in, he actually turns around and picks 3 room keys off the wall and slides them over to you there, Pearl.
Thank you. I go back over to the group and I give the boys their room keys and I put a hand on Aqua's shoulder and I'm like, okay, we're gonna go up to our room. you can have the bed. I'll like sleep in the chair, and you seem like you need it a lot more than I do. So I'll help you up the stairs. Okay?
Okay.
Hi.
So on that, does anyone else want to do anything with the remainder of their evening? Yes. Jiminy.
Jiminy.
Jiminy. Yeah, well, I'm assuming the waitress is coming back and forth to kind of clear up the frankly, every glass in the district is on our table.
There's definitely more glasses than there is table space.
I mean, it looks like what one of them's etched, and it says "Lords and Ladies of Fate." Reward for yeah. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It's 6-month subscriber award.
Indeed.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna actually start bussing the table and just helping. What's the name of the waitress? Because unlike Huntsman, she doesn't have a name badge.
Chat. What's the waitress's name? We'll give that a second or two. But while we're waiting on that, Pearl and Aqua start moseying up the stairs towards where the lodging is. Yeah. If Aqua, if you would roll me 2d10, please. No modifiers.
Of course not.
Amazingly, even though Aqua seems to be ever so slightly off balance, what you would expect to see after a successful night of drinking, with the assistance of having an arm around Pearl as she goes up the stairs, is actually able to make it safely up the stairs where they eventually do go into their room. However, immediately upon the door opening, Aqua makes eye contact with that mattress. Chunks face first straight into the bed. Aqua is currently unconscious.
Wait. Before unconscious, Aqua, there was a bucket by the door walking in, and she's gonna just grab it and sleep with it like a teddy bear.
Very good. I will resolve that. Don't you worry.
Okay, I think Pearl is going to try and very carefully lift the blanket, move the kind of when magicians take their tablecloth off a table. Mm-hmm. And all the stuff is still on the table. Take the blanket from underneath her.
Roll me 2d10 with your strength and discipline.
I was hoping you'd make a roll for that.
So 2d10.
With your strength and discipline. Mm-hmm.
Is it going to let me do it? Yes, it is.
We'll find out.
Fuck yeah. Is that good?
A dirty 20 is always good. So, Aqua, praying to this wooden bucket that she managed to pick up, cuddling it like it's a teddy bear, is just out on this twin long-sized mattress. So you being a presently ever dutiful friend, go to help her out. Go to grab the sheet out from under her, but it takes little time. But you just and both comforter and fitted sheet just effortlessly glide from between Aqua and the mattress, and you just flip it up once in the air, and it lands perfectly. Covering Aqua from neck down to toe. So, well done.
Do I get a roll of cool dice for
Merc,
that?
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was really hoping she was gonna fail that one, or they were gonna fail that one. Really hoping they would, but they didn't.
I was just down in the tavern. I just hear a, oh god, another plane?
It's rude.
So, Felix, yeah, so I'm so sorry. We need to come back to you. Did we get a name for?
We got like 800 names.
Oh, did anyone have a favorite?
Maybe Magic Voice can figure out the name. Magic Voice?
So, we're going to.
It's in the chat.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Magic Voice.
Magic Voice answered. Oh,
that's such a cute name.
So, Aqua, before we cut away from your and Pearl scene, as Pearl has flipped over the sheets and starting to get comfy in this nice lounge chair, gives you a nice reclined position to potentially sleep in. You hear hey there, guys. I got back from the corner store. I think I got everything you need to take care of a nasty hangover.
I open the door like at a slant so that they can't see Aqua, and I thank the person and I give them like a 2 yen tip.
Oh, that's very kind. Absolutely unnecessary, but every little bit helps. And he hands you a package of pills that you immediately recognize as something that is designed to help with an upset stomach. He also brings you an additional bucket just in case the first one proved insufficient, and a large jug, which at first observation looks to be just water.
Thank you so
You're
much.
very well. You're very well.
Have a lovely evening. I put the jug of water on the nightstand next to Aqua, and I put 2 pills on a napkin next to the jug, and then I go back to sleep in the chair.
All right. So that'll put you guys to sleep for the evening. We then come back down to the front of the tavern, where Jiminy is assisting. Oh God, do you think I would have read it? Assisting the bar wench who is identified herself as Flinda, not Linda. Flinda. Hard F.
We'll have to see whatever she looks like. before we do that.
Sir, I got all of this. You don't have to help.
Oh, no, I honestly feel that, yeah, my fellows got, some of my fellows, and because I'm looking over at Murr in not a negative way. No, some of my fellows may have made a little bit of a bad impression, and no, I think I need to help out with this, if you don't mind. One of the huntsmen that got me used to do bar, and so I know how it is, and so I just start moving stuff back to the kitchen, and if there's a dish pit, I'll go out to that.
So do me a favor. You've been drinking.
No, I haven't. I only had water. She took all of the alcohol away before I got to it.
Valid point. Okay, never mind.
I had bread with a complimentary bread and whatever was left. Like the sweat off the side of the glass probably was all that was left. Sorry.
Right. Very good. Okay. So we'll let you get past that without a skill check. Yeah, you go ahead and start collecting all the mugs, all the martini glasses, placing them on top of one of the serving trays that she's brought out for the task, and go ahead and carry it back to the kitchen. It's pretty easy for you to find where they set their dirty dishes. and go ahead and set him up in there. So while he's doing that, Jack, what are you doing at the moment? You do presently have your room key. But yeah, we'll leave it at that.
I'm going to be at the bar with a little scotch on the rocks, and I'm going to be chatting with the bartender.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm so glad all of you guys decided to stay, and I'm always up for some decent conversation. Happy to have you, son.
I'm just swirling the glass in my hand. Tell me, would you say you know this town?
Oh, well, yeah. As it so happens, I'm one of the founders. I was up for election for the mayor of this town, but well, admittedly, a better man got the job. And that'd be Mayor Grungus. Maybe you'll meet him.
Hmm. And what kind of a mayor is he? Is he a good mayor?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He looks out for all of us in our best interests. Uh, you know, we do disagree on small things from time to time, but certainly nothing serious. And he picks up. He's poured himself out 2 fingers of scotch for himself to join you. And he's like, "Sir, he knows a good man, and I like to think so do I." And he cheers his glass at you.
I clink glasses. Tell me, do you have any problems besides the Grim around here?
Well, Mister, I mean, as you probably know, in your particular profession, Grim tends to be the main problem around here. I mean, we did have a little bit of a food shortage a few weeks ago, but a week of rationing, and it seems in a delivery or two later, we're right back where we need to be. But I do appreciate your concern.
No one suspicious around here, would you say?
Oh, nothing outside the ordinary. I mean, I suppose if we're going by out of the ordinary as suspicious, then, well, I suppose I should keep an eye on you for.
I look down at my drink a little disappointed, then I just take a sip.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you? Let's give you. We'll call this influence by this game standard. So if you want to roll, you have that one roll of cool die I gave you. So 3d10 plus willpower and perception.
Let's see here. D10. 3 plus willpower and deception, you say?
Willpower and perception. Yes, sir.
All right, that's going to be...
So you can't help but to notice Dr. Weebles is just kind of twirling his glass of scotch. He has a look of concern on his face. Well, I gotta tell you, like, I in spite of not maybe being the best vacuum poker player, you seem like a trustworthy fellow. I'm gonna be honest with you, mister. These grim attacks, they're a lot more severe than I led on to the rest of your colleagues earlier. I'm I can't, of course, cannot force you guys to do anything. But the mayor has shared that the our normal lines of communication between our town's huntsmen has been dead for a little bit longer than any of either myself or he care to admit. and it's come down to some of the townsfolk having to take up arms. And well, we're not trained, and certainly we don't have the best of weapons. We've been able to fend for ourselves for a little while, but considering the attack that we saw take place today, um, I gotta be honest. I feel that they're getting worse. I'm really hoping that you guys can help us. I do know of one mission in particular that the mayor posted up on the Huntsman Bowl, and so far any of the passing huntsmen haven't been able to accept it, as this particular one does require a full team. So unfortunately, no, we haven't had any takers in the last day or two.
I look up at him and say, I can't promise you much, but maybe I'd be willing to take a look at that. And maybe I can convince the others to take a look at it too.
He reaches down into the bar. You hear what sounds like a lock just unlocked, and he reaches in and pulls out just a plain clear bottle with a chocolatey brown looking liquid. He says, "Don't tell anyone I have this. This is something I only bring out for special occasions." Pulls the cork off of it and pours you another 2 fingers of this. You immediately get the smell of alcohol coming off it. So you can tell it's probably a special drink that he's been saving. Pours you 2 fingers, pours himself 2 fingers of scotch, corks it off, places it back in its from where he retrieved it, and you hear he is presumably closed and locked where he retrieved it from. Picks up his glass and goes, "Cheers to you, friend. I hope you're able to convince those others, especially that teal-haired one. She seems like maybe a bit much to deal with." And goes to cheers your glass.
I don't say anything. I just silently pick it up and clink.
And he joins you in the drink. So we go back to. Ooh, I just saw the time. Sorry, folks. Gemini, now that you've assisted with clearing the table, and Flinda comes over and she's got, "Oh, honey, that is just so sweet of you." And she comes over and she has to stand on her tippy toes to do it because you are a fair bit higher.
Yeah.
And just comes over, gives you a big bear hug, and she walks away. And at this point, the tavern is cleared. It's about, we're going to say, at this point, a lot of time has passed by between your discussions, all the drinking, that Aqua did. It is just after midnight. She said, "Well, I appreciate the help, but it's time for me to go on off to bed." So she retires and goes upstairs. Would you like to go to bed yourself? You do kind of have free reign of the kitchen area at the moment. However, Dr. Weebles and Mark, or excuse me, and Jack are sitting at the bar.
Yeah, how's Jack looking in terms of his overall level of sauciness? Does he look fairly put together?
I'm going to roll it for him to kind of speed this up. You can see he's got some red cheeks. He's kind of being a little wobbly in his chair. He looks like he's past the point of tipsy. Certainly nowhere near alcohol poisoning like some others. But he's definitely feeling it.
Okay. Well, since I got everything put away, I'm gonna not raid the kitchen as as hungry as I am, that really wouldn't be fair to them, because I kind of feel the need to kind of make up for the overindulgence of my comrades here. But I'll go and join them and just make sure that, I don't know, I'll start pouring waters for Jack and just swapping out drinks if more drinks show up.
And,
I'll sit and join them.
and Dr. Weeble's turn to you. He goes, "Oh well, thank you very much, sir. It's much obliged. Probably not a half bad idea to start taking down a glass or two of water and head off to bed ourselves.
Because we can't stare and drunk. Are there stairs? Is this like actually? Yeah. Can I quick get a layout of the place? Because I mean, is this like, I'm thinking of a Western saloon where there's stairs going up, and that's where the folks are above the bar, or like behind the bar.
I mean, yeah, I'm going admittedly a little bit generic with the design of this tavern.
Okay.
If you have a picture of your head of ye standard tropey Dungeons and Dragons tavern, you have a decent idea in your head. So there is a fire, a fireplace. At this point, it's down to just very small flames. It's mostly embers at this point.
Yep.
Because none of the staff has put more logs on the flame because they knew they're wrapping up pretty soon.
Yeah.
All the other customers at this point have vacated, all gone to their respective homes, or if they're renting a room, their room upstairs.
Okay.
At this point, it's pretty silent in here, so you guys do have it to yourself. There's only a few, the light from the fireplace and the 2 or 3 hanging candles that haven't been put out just yet.
Okay. Well, I was, if everybody's starting to sober up, I didn't catch any of the other talk about jobs and stuff, but I said, well, Jack, it's Jacques. Is it Jacques?
Jack.
Okay, I'll call you Jacques. Jacques.
Of course you will.
We do have to kind of look for. I got to kind of look for work in the morning. I know we're all friends and everything, but and I think they were going to try and find work, but I'm going to have to find some in the morning for us. So we should probably hit the hay early to look for work.
Oh well, I was actually just apprising your friend of an opportunity that I hope all of you are keen on. So perhaps he'd like to share that with you. But if you need nothing else from me tonight, gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and retire for the evening. So
I try to. Oh.
No, go ahead.
I was just about to steadily get up to go to my room. I look over and say, I feel like we're more associates at this point. Friends a bit strong. But I like where your head's at.
Yep. It's right here on top of my shoulders. I like where it's there. I like where it's there too. So I'd like to, hopefully after watching you today, I stand a good chance of keeping it that way.
Okay. So Jack goes ahead and heads upstairs to retire for the evening.
Yeah, I was going to pull him up. So,
but once you get a little closer to those stairs, your knees just get a little wobbly. Roll a cool 3d10, please.
Chet.
So Jack manages to make it most of the way up the stairs. However, on the last one, the toe of his right shoe catches the little junted out landing, and boop, just straight face over like a 90 degree. Basically a board at this point. Just kind of smacks into the floor. You get up. You're going to shake it off and look around. No one saw that. All
Did I
right.
lose my hat?
It did fall off your head, so if you want to pick that up.
No. Yeah, I pick it up.
3d10, please.
For picking up a hat?
Mark,
Oh,
I'm going to tell you this is what you wanted, bud.
Which of the hats are you trying to pick up? There's like 4 of them right now.
That's a valid point.
How strong was the secret stash that guy had?
So that's actually a good point. From what you can tell, it's like it feels like it's kind of destroying you from the inside. This was definitely the good stuff.
Oh, yeah, this was
50% alcohol content.
No, this was from what they call Fonda's special private stock. Fonda's reserve stock.
You said 3d10, right?
Right. Yeah.
All right, please let me pick up the hat.
So
I picked the shit out of that hat.
so stumbling back to your feet, you go and look down, and you see like I thought I only wore one hat, and as you lean over. You go to try to pick up one, and you thought you had your hand right over top of it, but you come up empty-handed. But go to reach for another one. This time, grabbing the hat, you kind of just place it on your head as you continue to, wobbly saunter to the room that matches the number on your key. And much like Aqua. You open you open the door, you make eye contact with that mattress and out. Felix, do you follow suit?
Well, I wanted to kind of make sure he doesn't fall down the stairs. Yeah, I mean, again, Cheryl and Geraldine, this is sort of another drill that I'm familiar with, is making sure. Now, his hair isn't overly long, so I don't have to hold it back. Okay, that's a difference. So I'll just make sure. I mean, he makes it up into his room fine, right?
He does.
And he's just like,
he's conked.
Okay, I'm gonna
so when you so you going up to, if you're going up to your room, if you like, you put your ear to the door. Because you did catch sight of the room number that Jack was going to stay in. And when you put your ear to the door, you hear loud, obnoxious snoring, and you feel pretty safe that, this guy's out.
Yep, just like Geraldine. Got it.
Just like Geraldine. So Felix makes his way to his room, being the only sober one. Flips the covers over, gets himself tucked in nice and tight, and is going to go ahead and fall asleep for the evening. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are going to end tonight's session. Good job, guys. That was wonderful. Presumably next week they're cast.
Wait, can I get the redeem? Was that a redeem?
Oh, was there a last minute redeem? Let's go.
Yeah. I think that. Wait, who gets the kiss on the forehead? Oh, that was Jack.
Yeah.
I'll go and kiss him on the forehead.
No.
How'd you dare?
So Jiminy, there's a little on your door.
Okay. I'm curled up on the bed with my tail up around my nose. So I get up and I pat across the door and just in my underpants, and then I open the door.
And there you see standing Flinda, the bar wench, and she just goes, and she's go. I only came here for one thing, and she's gonna grab you by the head, pull you down to her, give you a big old smack on the forehead, and then she runs faster than you think she could have back to her room.
So she's nimble. I'm gonna have like the big embarrassed blushy cheeks, And then all of my abs will each all be embarrassed as well.
And okay, then on blushing abs is where we'll end tonight's session.
I'm adding that to my notes. Blushing abs.
Yeah.
Well done, guys. So presumably next week, I'm gonna have you guys, of course, start waking up, but likely where we're gonna get you guys started is taking you over to the Huntsman Bounty Board, and I'll just give you guys agency to take it from there. To all you lords and ladies of fate who have joined us here tonight, thank you so much for joining us here for RWBY the Fabled campaign. But as far as what we, the lords and ladies of fate, have coming up for these next few days, make sure you tune in tomorrow for the Aliens one shot. I'm told people are going to die, but that's been said a lot, and a lot of not dying continues to happen unless you're a suicidal doctor, apparently. Then Saturday we have the Rifts, our second Rifts campaign. This one being a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Megaverse. That's going to be going on its fourth week with perhaps a new cast member. Make sure you tune into that. Again, Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then, of course, we have Mondays is our Star Trek adventure, which I think we already know that we aren't going to have a full queue. So once again, Q is going to have his hands full. Make sure you talk about. Make sure you tune in for that. But then, speaking of the games that we have going on, make sure you guys are joining our Discord if you have any interest playing with us. If you have any interest maybe DMing your own game, we do have a channel that is specific to casting calls. So if tabletop RPGs or something you would like to join, that's where you can find the different games that we're currently casting for. Or you can throw out your games that you would like to run. But speaking of a casting call, we are still looking for players for our Solar Patrol game that's going to be taking the place of the taking place of the Star Trek adventure on Mondays. So if you like really cheesy, campy, black and white sci-fi, think Flash Gordon, but even cheesier than that by magnitudes of about 10, you have a pretty decent sense of what Solar Patrol is going to be. And then next Thursday, we do have Star Wars. Doran Volt assures me that they are going to leave Rungus's palace. I have doubts, needless to say. But last but not least, coming back around to the Fabled campaign, just to let you guys know, we will be off next week. The 23rd of March, we'll be back the following week to pick up for episode 3 on March 30th by my calendar. But aside from that,
we'll still meet. I mean, there'll still be a broadcast.
Yes, thank you so much, Felix. So next week, in this same time slot, we're going to be doing a little bit of more of a podcast format, where we're going to kind of talk RWBY, what we're hoping to get out of Volume 9, or in the case of some cast members, what you've kind of picked up on it from, either short viewings or what you've seen on the internet. So, an outsider's perspective into RWBY, and then you have the longtime fans like myself who are just obsessed. Certainly, I think Merc Puppy has the wall to defeat us all. And the clothing to match. See, now, I did not go RWBY. I went Jeff Ramsey today.
Oh, that's not like just a CG thing. This is like your actual peek into your psyche back there.
Indeed.
Oh my God.
I'm an art collector. What can I say?
But if nothing else, broadcast, if you could start to say, are we good on a raid tonight? Okay, but he's not in.
He's
It's times like this I could wish the chat could hear you.
yeah, magic voice. We're talking to a disembodied magic voice. Yeah. Hey, you take that back. What you said about Nat.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell you what, rather than hold everyone hostage and wait to see if we get a raid this evening, I'm simply going to wish you all good night and great job being huntresses, everyone. Good evening.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, too.
Yeah.
No way back, the winds blow. What's my footprints in the snow? I can't find peace of mind, even though I try to keep my head up.